freeze or something with your onslaught there. And that does how much damage?
5 points.
5. That's including the effort.
Yes, that's with the effort.
Awesome. So he just staggers back and just grabbing his head, clearly having a massive headache or something. And then who do you want to pass it off to?
That ignores armor, right? So he doesn't get an armor
That's correct.
check.
So he did full 5 points of damage.
These things are strong. Um, Skylar.
I guess it's inevitable now, right? I take out my crossbow and aim for the one staggering from nearest.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that one. Do you want to put any effort or anything into that? I want to say that would be speed, but I think every attack action is always a might effort.
I would say speed.
Yeah, I think ranged weapons are speed.
Would y'all do a speed? Okay, so that would be a speed effort then.
All right, I'll do a speed effort.
Okay, do you want to reduce the difficulty or add +3 to your attack?
Difficulty.
Okay. Okay. Oh, perfect. So you shoot your arrow and it catches him right through the shoulder as he's stumbling back from this headache. And so that's a +1. So you normally do 4 -1 for armor, +1 for damage. So you do.
I have a pierce. That's the
Does it?
thing.
How much does
Plus
it do?
what?
+1.
Plus what for pointy objects?
Okay, so that would do 5 points of damage as well. And this guy staggers back and he falls down to one knee. He's clearly having a very, very bad day at this point.
Not bad enough.
Not bad enough.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
So next up would be the guy that has a headache and the arrow. And he kind of steps back and just jams his sword just blindly over to nearest in front of him. And I'm going to say this is an asset in your favor because he's in such bad shape and with the headache and the arrow in his shoulder. So that'll reduce the difficulty for you by 1. Awesome. You easily just he's slow to react and kind of jab at you, and you just move right out of the way. The guy attacking Tuck is kind of just ignoring the two people by him, and he's just going to take another punch. He kind of did his left hand first. Now he's doing a second punch with his right hand. So go ahead and roll your speed there, Tuck.
Okay, I'm adding effort.
Okay.
Oh, God.
You managed to successfully sidestep him with that effort there. So you move out of the way just in time to not get hit. And then the guy in front of Soul, now that he's up, he just pulls out his sword and just kind of slashes at you. And so you'll do a defense for your speed. Oh, awesome. So you do a minor effect. And what he does is he kind of slashes at you, and you step back just against the wall. He didn't think there was any room for you to move back, but you step back and just barely miss this thing. And he's so taken aback that he kind of stumbles forward a little bit and lands on his knee. So he's going to he's a little bit distracted now.
Is this the one that disregarded me?
No, not yet.
Ah, darn.
So he's taking a little bit. So the next time, if you want to attack him, the difficulty on him is lowered by 1 for the next round. And that's only in effect for 1 round. One more guy left against Tuck again with the dagger. He just kind of turns around and takes another swipe at you. So you go ahead and roll your defense.
Effort.
Okay. 16. Awesome. So you managed to just I mean, one guy's punching you, you're dodging out of the way. You see the guy behind you, you're moving away from him. You're dodging all sorts of people at this time. And that's all of the moves. And then first up to bat is Nearest.
All right, I'm going to use physical onslaught against the guy who has the arrow and the guy I hit before.
Okay.
So the guy who is staggering back.
Mhm.
And I'm going to use effort to hit.
Okay. Oh, perfect. You use the physical onslaught against him. And when you use it, it kind of hits him, and he stands there for a second, and then blood just starts kind of coming out of his eyes and out of his nose, out of his ears, and his mouth, and he's just standing there, and just falls to the ground dead. And so he is now gone. You killed one,
Skylar.
yeah. All right.
Skylar.
All right. So, how many more do we have? Still 3.
There's 3.
All right. Wanted to get the reduced difficulty for the one guy.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna do the crossbow thing again
Okay.
and pray to whatever dice gods there are.
Oh, your arrow goes just right over his shoulder and collides with the wall.
I didn't hit anybody else.
You didn't hit anyone else, so that's a good thing. All right. Who's going next? Skylar decides.
Oh, sorry. Who? Tuck, right? Did Tuck go or did?
It could be the
Is
enemy.
it a new round or is it?
No, it could be Tuck or the enemies.
Tuck.
Okay.
Okay. So kind of give me the layout of the situation here, because I'm a bit lost on where people are and.
Yeah, there's 2 guys. Two guys kind of in front of you at this point. One with a dagger and one punching you. And there's one guy trying to hit Soul with a sword, or trying to hit Skylar with a sword.
And the guy who's hitting Skylar with the sword is injured, right?
He has a reduced difficulty for the round.
Are any of the remaining guys injured?
Yeah, they're all injured in some way. You've all managed to hit them somehow.
Okay. The one of the guys. So pretty early in the encounter, one of the guys, I took his sword away from him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to run him through with my broadsword, or my greatsword rather. With effort.
Okay. Give me a second here.
Sure.
The map is gone.
You can hit Skylar's if you want, the guy who's 1 effort lower, right? Because we're allowed to move around a little bit and then hit their target.
I'm just thinking of. I got 2 guys bearing down on top of me.
Okay. The sad face is the dead guy. He's sad that he's dead.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, because I'm thinking. I mean, those 2 guys bearing down on top of me, but I guess I could use a crossbow. I guess I could put out my crossbow, but.
I'm sorry. Can you say what you were doing again? You can use your greatsword. They're all within immediate range of you. All of you are pretty close together. It's not a big cell that you're in.
Okay. I'll try to slash the one that's attacking Skylar with my greatsword.
Okay. That guy has reduced difficulty. So go ahead and roll on that for me.
Okay. With effort.
Okay. Effort to reduce it further.
Yeah.
Okay.
You must have some pretty good
Oh.
edge.
You run at this guy, and he manages to just regain his composure right in time to see this big glaive running up to him, and kind of rolls on the floor and does this fancy roll and jump back up with his sword ready maneuver. So you missed him, but it was a good try, Tex. So
Nice shooting, Tex.
so next up would be the enemies. The guy facing Soul has now regained himself, and he's gonna swipe again. He kind of did a downward direction. He's kind of reversed, and he's gonna go upwards with his sword. So go ahead and roll for that. Oh, do you have any armor on?
Or do I what?
Do you have any armor on?
Yes, one.
One? Okay. So you're going to take 3 points of damage. He does manage to kind of slice you at that point. And the guy that's using his fists against Tuck goes for another kind of punch in that direction. He's gonna take a punch, and the guy swinging his dagger is gonna take a swing at you again. So if you want to do 2 speed rolls. Okay, that was a 10.
No, so I rolled 2 20s, right? So 1 and a 9.
A 1 and a 9. Okay, so both of those guys are gonna hit you. The guy with the
You searched me.
yeah, the guy with the punching you does 2 damage minus any armor that you would have on.
Doesn't lay a scratch on me.
Nice. So he kind of punches you, and you just kind of take it and just laugh in his face. And the guy with the dagger slashes at you as well. And the dagger is going to be a light weapon, so that doesn't manage to pierce through your armor either. So you don't take any damage from either of these guys hitting you. Awesome. Was that 3? 1 attack soul, 2 attack. Yep. All right. So it's going to popcorn over back to Tuck.
Okay, let's end these guys. Great sword.
Yeah.
To the nearest guy right in front of me.
Okay, we can do that.
Whichever one has the fewest health left.
Okay. That would be that one right there that I'm mentally pointing at. Go ahead and swing your great sword at this guy.
Come on.
Well, it's not a 1, so
I'm gonna start thinking of a new character.
Yep, let's re-roll and meet back tomorrow, guys. No, so you don't manage to hit this guy either. And your sword just kind of swings right over him as he ducks down. So let's you'll popcorn over to whoever.
I blame it on the sword. Skylar.
I'll go after the guy in front of me again.
Okay. What are you using? Your crossbow still?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you keeping track of your bolts?
Yes, I am.
Okay, awesome. Go ahead and do that. Any effort at all? Oh, you don't need effort. You manage.
Knocked off my head. My headset. I was so excited.
You aim your crossbow and grab this guy right above the knee, and he falls to the ground. And he's gonna be busy trying to dig that crossbow bolt out of his knee for the next turn. So difficulties are gonna be lowered on him by 1 for the next
how
round.
much damage should he get? Because I got +1 for piercing. I got a 19. That was a +3, right?
Yep, that's plus. Oh, that's. Do you want to take the minor effect or the +3 damage? I guess I should have been asking that. I've been giving y'all both.
Damage.
Thank you for reminding me not to give you both, Sol. I really appreciate it as a game master. I'm sure your teammates hate you now. So you'll take the +3 damage. So you do 4, then +1, 5, 8. So 7 with his armor. So you do 7 damage to this guy. And he's laying on the floor, just trying to dig out the arrow at this point. So he's still up. He's not.
Yet.
Well, you guys had only done 1 point of damage to him
Oh,
so far, because
okay.
you used something again. You punched him earlier through his armor, and that's how he had 1 point of damage. So he's up to 8. So who are you sending it to?
Nearest.
Okay, I'm going to use Onslaught on Sol's target, so the guy that just went down.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to use Effort for the assault, like the hitting of him, and it's going to be physical damage.
Okay. Perfect. And you're going to add the +3 to that?
No, that's physical damage, but the effort was to hit him.
Oh, the effort was to hit him. Okay. So how much damage do you do on onslaught?
4. That's
4?
4 physical.
4. So you hit him with 3. All right. So he takes the brunt of it. He kind of gets pushed back, and he's in pretty bad shape. He's barely breathing, but he's up still. Almost down. Getting close. So who? That would be the enemy's turn then. So the two guys are gonna once again attack Tuck. If you want to roll twice, they're still going for you. They see that it doesn't really do a whole lot of damage to you, but they're gonna still try to take you out.
So 6 and a 17.
All right. So one of them managed to hit you for 0 damage, and the other one kind of misses with his punch again. And the guy in front of Soul, he sees that the other two are not having any success at all. And he turns to face the big bad glaive at this point that thinks he's unassailable and he's going to take his greatsword and swing it at you.
Beast mode.
So go ahead and roll a speed defense there, Mr. Tuck. Oh, see, this is what being cocky gets you. So he does, with your armor included, he's going to do 3 points to your might pool. And then it moves over to Skylar.
So you're all in front of Tuck now? Is that like...
Yes. This guy is
right.
now over there.
I'm gonna keep going after that guy because he looks like he's almost down.
Okay.
Just a quick question. I didn't see this, but do you know if there's like any kind of plus to like attacking someone from behind? You know how in D&D you have a disadvantage or an advantage by backstabbing or whatever. Is there something like that in Numenera?
Yeah, there definitely is. If people are flanking either enemies or y'all, it would decrease the difficulty by 1 step.
So would this be decreased since he's focusing on Mr. Glaive?
I don't know. Are you going behind him?
Sure.
Then yes.
All right.
And that was with your crossbow?
Yes.
And you're going for the guy that you hit earlier.
Yes.
All right, your crossbow goes right through his neck. And as that happens, the blood kind of squirts through onto Tuck's face. So Tuck can Tuck can take that however he wants. And that guy is now sad face. He's sad now. I wish I could erase. What am I doing? I don't know how to use this. He's dead. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they're dead. So who do you want to send it over to?
Tuck.
Okay.
Okay, so Tuck just, he drops his greatsword because it's a piece of junk, obviously. And he's had more luck with just punching him, so he's going to waylay another guy.
Okay.
With his fist.
Oh, and you go right. You drop your sword and punch. And which one are you attacking? I guess is what I should be asking. There's one with a dagger and one with that's trying to punch you.
The one that's trying to punch me.
You miss him, and your fist goes right. Right. He just steps back.
No, retcon.
Do you want to go after the other one?
No, that's fine.
Okay. All right. You miss him, and he just steps back and doesn't it doesn't connect.
Okay. Let's go with nearest.
Okay. Between the two that are fighting Tuck,
Mm-hmm.
they've both taken damage, or just the one has taken damage?
They've both taken damage. One looks a little bit more haggard than the other. The one with the one that's punching looks a little more haggard than the other.
Okay. I'm going to aim for that guy from behind.
Okay.
So kind of like Scarlet did from the opposite flank.
Okay.
I am going to use Onslaught again.
Okay.
And it's going to be physical damage once more. And I am going to use Effort on the damage. So if I hit, I will smack him hard.
Okay. Awesome. So that does again 5 points. Since that's physical, it goes down to 4 points of damage. And
it would be 6 points of damage, right? Because it's physical, so it's 4 points of damage plus the effort. That's actually 7 points of damage, isn't it?
That would be 6 because of the armor, since it's a physical attack.
Yeah.
All right, so you do 6. And that guy gets hit from the side. He kind of sidesteps a little. He starts he's visibly bleeding, and his eyes are red at this point, but he's still going. And at this point, it would be the enemy's turn. And at this point, the one guy looks at the other, and he says, "Let's get out of here." and they turn.
No! Stop them before they run! Stop them!
They're gonna take their turns to start running.
Do we get attacks of like?
There's no
thing?
There's no attacks of opportunity.
They have to run by us.
No, the door is. They brought you in this kind of nice little area, and then there's a door there, and there's bars for the jail cell.
Yeah, so they have to run between Skylar and myself.
Yeah, but there's no attacks of opportunity in Numenera.
Okay.
What I'll tell you is that they've started running for their turn, and they've gotten out of immediate distance, and they are in whatever next is out of immediate long or something. Short. They're in short distance. Is their one action. So you can use ranged attacks against them, but melee attacks won't necessarily work.
But I think that you can run up to them and do a melee attack if they're within short.
A short distance is one action.
Is it still one action to run a short? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Immediate distance you can move around. Moving to a short distance is one action.
Is one action. Okay. Alrighty. Okay.
All right, and both of them did that. They're gonna popcorn it over to Skylar.
I have a crossbow, so I like to shoot at them.
Okay, which one are you shooting?
Which one looks weaker to me?
The guy punching he's bleeding everywhere.
Him.
Okay.
And am I behind him, or is he coming at me?
They've made it. They're about outside, so you're technically shooting through the door and the gates and stuff, but that won't hinder you at all. They're not flanked though, so. All right. You managed to hit him with your crossbow, which does 4 damage -1 for armor. He yep. You managed. Oh, plus your piercing. You hit him right through the chest. And right through the back, and he falls down on the floor and collapses.
I'm just excited. I'm killing everybody.
Are you putting notches into your crossbow there?
Right? What is that, 3 so far? I killed the big guy, and now all right. Nearest.
Okay, I'm going to use Onslaught. I'm going to use effort to attack him.
Mm-hmm.
So that's... Sorry, I'm just counting in my head how many effort that's going to be. Because that's 1, so 2. So that's 2 effort. And then I'm going to use effort on the damage if I hit him. So 5 effort to smack him.
You only get 1 effort.
You're right. Darn it, I should have picked that. So just the effort to hit him. And I'm going to use Onslaught. I'm going to go with the physical damage.
Okay. Oh, wow. Perfect. Do you want to take the +3 damage or minor effect?
That's... Just a sec. Let me look something up quickly. Sorry. I want to see what my minor effect is on with precision.
Okay.
because it depends what that is.
The damage.
Cough, cough.
Yeah, damage.
Okay, he falls over dead.
Well, if I had the other one,
you-
it would cause him to stumble and we could kill
Now-
him anyway.
Oh, there you go.
Was that a GM intervention that we can get an XP for that, right?
GM interventions are in the negative. I'm sorry. So your onslaught hits this guy, and for whatever reason, you are very desperate to kill this guy, and he literally just explodes everywhere. Blood and guts flying, and all 4 of these guards are now dead.
Nice.
I'd like to roll recovery.
All right. While they're doing that, Shiro, let's say you probably wouldn't have made it back to town by this point, but let's say you made it back to town and you got to the cipher shop. Are you still
Okay.
Are you still trying to sell that mug to the lady?
Yes.
Okay. You hand her the certificate of authenticity, and she kind of looks it over, and she's like, "So this does give you water." And she starts eyeing you. She says, 25 shins.
You can't up that deal a little bit?
20 shins, she says.
So I'll take the 25.
She starts counting behind the counter and puts a bag of 25 shins on the counter, and she says, "Thank you," and grabs the mug and takes a sip from it.
Okay, I grab the shins, get out, go to the car dealer.
To the car dealer. Okay. What do you do at the car dealer?
I give him the 25 shins.
All right, the car dealer kind of, as soon as you walk up to him, he's like, "Oh, not you again." But as soon as you hand him the 25 shins, he says, "You're actually paying me back?"
I need a car to get me to the dungeon.
A car.
To the dungeons in the castle. So you basically ran back to the city to get a car to go back to the castle. Is that
To
the
pick them up and leave
Oh,
the city.
that's a good plan of action. Okay. He says, "All right, that'll be you going to the castle? That'll be 10 shins," he says.
Guy, just need to get there and just leave the city. You'll never see me again. I'll give you 7 shins.
So to rent
did
my
just
car,
say that.
I'm offering you 10 shins, but to give you the car, you want to give me 7 shins?
Lies and trickery?
I don't know how lies.
I don't know. Look,
If
I
you
got
can
this.
justify me how that would be lies and trickery, I
Lies
would
and
let
trickery,
you have it.
I'll give you 7 shins now, and then on the way back from the dungeon, we'll give you an extra 7. So a total of 14.
And he just says, "Would I get my vehicle back?"
Yes. We just need it to get out of the city for
Okay.
a little bit.
Go ahead and roll on this. This won't be too hard. He's pretty good. He wants to make a quick buck. So this will be a 3 with your lies and trickery. That would move that down to a 2.
I'd like to put effort into this as well.
Okay. So that would come out of your intellect pool.
Okay. There
Awesome.
we go.
He thinks about it for a second and he says, "All right, the car is programmed to take you to the dungeon and bring you back here. So I will see you in a bit."
Yep, no problem.
And he
I get into the car and go.
All right. The car starts driving you to the castle. All right, and we're back to our lovely heroes in the dungeon. What are you? We're not heroes. The mighty glaive has fallen. he's taken a moral hit.
MVP.
Hey now. Well, who made somebody explode and killed the other one? I got half of them.
Silverman, okay.
Okay.
Hey, but then I did tank 2 of them.
Well, 3 of them,
So,
really. If you even
3 of
four,
them. Yeah.
think about it.
So let me just get the situation right here. All of you are in the dungeon now, quibbling over who did
No. That was out of character. That's
who
out of
did the
character.
best in battle. Okay. What do y'all want to do?
We gotta
Follow
do
me. I know the way out.
I think I would know all the places, but yes.
Actually, you would. Yes, Skylar, you would definitely know the way out.
So let's
Let's follow Skylar out.
yes.
If we come to any locked doors or like ends of corridors, like where the corridor ends and we can't see beyond it, I want to make use of my cipher to look through the wall to see if there are any guards patrolling beyond the wall, so that we're aware of it.
That's good. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go ahead and Skylar's leading the way. If you want to give Skylar the cipher, I will have her roll a stealth check, a level 4 stealth check, and that will count as an asset and bring that down to 3 and use up the cipher in the process.
Okay, yeah, I'm good with that, because I think, Skylar, you're also good with stealthy, right?
I was until I changed it to persuasion.
Oh, I
if
think
you
Smart
had
Places give you stealth.
Had you asked
Oh, no, it
me
doesn't, right.
3
Yeah.
days ago,
3 days ago. If we were caught in the dungeon 3 days ago, now you can.
I think my level 2 will help me with that, but I'm still level 1.
You still can put forth effort. This would be a speed.
With the speed. All right. Or
Yeah, speed, because y'all are trying to get out pretty quickly, stealthily.
all right, so I'll
Yep,
do that,
I give it to him.
Okay.
and I'll do the effort. So it's 2.
That would bring it down to a 2. You had to roll a 6 or higher. Oh, perfect. Awesome. Well, you guys make it out of the castle, just bypassing a lot of guards. You had a really, really close encounter at some point, but luckily Skylar put the X-ray thing up against the wall, saw there was a guard coming, and that let Tuck kind of get the drop on him and knock him out using his brute force. As soon as you guys get to the front, one of these cars kind of comes up to the front gate.
Word of the day.
I wave to them and say, "Everyone, get in! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!"
Yeah, I haul ass.
Okay.
Right in we go.
Yep.
Okay. The car automatically starts to turn around and go back towards the city.
Where are we going, Shiro?
We're going back to the car dealership. Get 7 shins. We need to just leave now.
Can we reprogram the car based on our understanding of it to go straight to the city gates without going to the car dealership?
I will let you as a level 6 task. It's pretty because you don't really have the tools that would be required in this situation, but I would give you a level 6 because that would be cool if you succeeded.
Can I help him since I have knowledge in Numenera and he and I have worked together? The whole +1 thing.
Yeah, definitely. So that would be a +2 asset to you. That would be +2 on your dice roll.
And I understand Numenera, so it would be a challenge of 5.
Mm-hmm.
And then I can use intellect to drop that down. So I'm going to do that.
Okay.
So yeah, let's try it.
All right. That's level 4. Need to get a 12. Oh, so
Reroll.
close. Do you want to reroll that with an XP?
It's awfully close. It's
Anyone
50-50.
can give him an XP to reroll it. Just throwing that out there. He doesn't have to use his own.
I'll give him an.
Well,
XP.
it's not a critical failure. It's just going to bring us back to the car dealership, right? I mean,
Well, Tuck's giving you an XP to reprogram.
Yeah, but we want to get out of
Okay.
here. We don't want to have to
Alright.
worry about. It'd be nice to actually be able to own the car, so that way we have transportation now.
Well, that was a wasted XP.
oh my god.
Y'all broke the car.
No,
No,
you
we
get to
take
pick,
the
Broke
right?
the
bigger-
stinking car.
You get to pick. You get to pick.
You gotta pick the more agreeable of the rolls. So I assume
I
you're
will.
wanting to go with the 9.
Yeah, I'll pick the failure. The other failure.
Okay. So you kind of think things through, and you and Soul kind of poking and prodding, but without the proper tools, you can't really get any compartments open or anywhere you can see to really reprogram this thing. And the
I have
car,
a pack of flight tools. In my thing.
it's too late for that, unfortunately.
Darn it.
So you guys go ahead and get back to the city, to the car dealer, and the car just stops in front.
Okay, we all get out.
Yeah, and you said we needed 7, so I'll toss in 3. And 3 and 3, we'll tip them by 2 and get the heck out of Dodge.
Okay. So you guys give him 7 shins, and he's like, thank you very much. Keeping in mind you guys don't get the car. He wasn't giving you the car for this.
Yep.
All right, and
Bye. Let's run.
yep,
Blast.
this guy's next to the entrance. You guys, I assume all of you are taking off running out of the city. All right.
Yes.
As soon as you hit the gate, an alarm just starts sounding in the city. It sounds.
Of course it does.
It sounds like kind of a tornado siren or an air raid alarm of sorts. And all of you make it out of the city just in time for these kind of gates to close. The city is kind of surrounded by this stone brickwork, but when the gates close, you realize it's that same metal that the castle is made out of. And as soon as you make it out, the 2 guards on the outside, they just yell, "Stop right there!"
Yeah, because we're gonna.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
definitely.
Keep running.
Okay,
Run.
you're gonna keep running. All right.
I like to turn around while I'm running and just flip them off and then keep running.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know why you're face palming to that. We killed 4 guards. I mean, and flipping them off is nothing.
Okay. I will go ahead and say you guys get away from them, and you're taking off running through this field now.
Yeah, we need to hide.
Yeah,
To
we need a
the metal
place
band
to go.
cave.
You want to go back to the Metal Man Cave?
No.
Yes. Let's make it a base.
What? Well, there were other caves there too, right? It wasn't just that one.
Yeah, there were.
Let's look at some of the other
Yeah,
caves
let's-
in the same area. But let's go in that direction. Yeah, we'll go east.
Yes.
Okay. Let me bring you guys back to the... What is that? That's the wrong one.
I mean, I'm having a lot of fun. Would this be like a good place to call it? I mean, it's 12:30 for
Yeah,
me.
yeah, I was actually thinking that exact same thing.
Hey.
So, you guys are now...
Entries are gonna be amazing.
Do what?
I said our journal entries are gonna be amazing.
Yeah, you guys are now... You know, when you're GM and
Fugitives.
if those of you in chat, and I don't know how many games you guys have GM'd, but things have a way of just going completely. Never in my mind would I have ever, like, in my mind I assumed y'all start making like a city or something in Ansuin and becoming like big heroes and stuff, and now you're all just fugitives on the run.
From this particular country.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just this kingdom. We can get back to Thamor, and we're heroes there.
Yeah, things just have a weird way of turning on their head.
They always do. They always do. It's the best thing ever.
It is.
Fun about it.
Were you disappointed that we didn't want to fight the 12-year-old girl?
No.
We kind of bypassed that quest.
Yeah, it's one of those
No.
things. You've GM Shoop, so you know it's one of those things where you guys didn't use what I had planned, so that makes my life easier in the future. So that's
Yeah,
just
sometimes some GMs get like really attached to a certain monster or a foe, and they want to see that fight happen, right? And so I've been there, and it's kind of sometimes it's like, oh, you don't want to fight him, really? Are you sure?
Well, it wasn't my intent for you to fight the little girl, but I mean, just the events that I had ready. I mean, that's easy. You just move that somewhere else. You guys come across the same thing. You'll never know. I'll know. It'll be my little secret, and you guys can just be amazed next time or something.
So, as we finish this up for this evening, do we reach the caves? It's kind of like I'm trying to find like the closure point.
Yeah, we can say you guys reach the caves in the dead of night. All of you are incredibly exhausted, running at your full speed from this place. All of you, let's go ahead and say, hopefully y'all didn't close it down. Y'all took 4 points of speed damage because you were running at such a hefty pace towards these people. And if you want to
Really use recovery roll.
yeah, if you want to do those recovery rolls next time, then we can. And yeah, do y'all have any questions? Or y'all, I guess, are y'all happy
That's
with the way
Yeah,
things turned
Freaking
out?
awesome.
Yeah, it's really cool. I kind of feel bad for Shiro though because
I know, I feel bad too.
I mean, he was stuck in the
those are
dungeon
choices you
for a
make.
half of, and then
Saved our asses.
All my money
he
is
did.
gone.
Yeah, Shiro at the end kind of saved your butts. It's it's one of those things. He made the decisions he made, and that just happened to correlate in the way it did. I'm sorry, Yuki, but hopefully, did you still have a good time, even though you were kind of indisposed a lot of it?
I don't care. I got that oddity that says 2 discs, and that's amazing. And I want to figure out if I could use those as a weapon.
And he got to be the getaway driver.
He got to be the getaway driver, exactly.
Yep.
That too.
You guys didn't discover any artifacts, but I'll give you guys 1 XP at the end of there for being cool people.
Yeah, I got that artifact. The two.
You got the food tube in the beginning.
Food
I
tube.
didn't give y'all an artifact at the end though.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
And I got my
Remind me
box.
to use my XP to actually get something in advancement before the next game.
Yep, you can definitely do that now if you want to take care of that. I guess that's all I have. Anyone else have anything else they want to say?
Great session.
That was
Really, really great. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, if y'all are enjoying this, check out the Strange campaign. We'll be starting that on Thursday. The Strange is made by the same people who do Numenera, Monty Cook's games, and the way the Strange works is it's modern day Earth. There's all sorts of weird, what's called recursions, kind of like fake dimensions built on fictional works that have kind of melded into this dark matter. And so you could have like a recursion of World of Warcraft and stuff like that. All sorts of weird stuff. And one of the books they sell, Monty Cook, one of the books they sell is a book that interconnects the Strange with Numenera, and it turns Numenera into kind of one of these dimensions in the Strange. So I've already got ideas going in my head about how
We're gonna meet them, aren't we?
yeah, how we can like maybe I'm not gonna say you will. It's a pretty good chance. And it probably won't be for weeks, but just how things can interconnect. And even telling Mello about this, I mean, he's thinking about maybe we could interconnect, Pathfinder turns into one of these recursions and those characters kind of go into the Pathfinder. Just the Strange universe is such this cool thing. And one of the things they were talking about is how if you're running a game for the Strange, every single book you've ever bought for any RPG game ever just turns into content for this system. And it's so cool. So I hope you guys will tune into that for Thursday. Shub, you've got your thing on Sunday on your channel.
Yeah.
Do you want to shout that out real quick?
Yeah, sure. It's a D&D 5e campaign for Lost Mine of Fandover. We're learning D&D 5e, so we're hitting some bumps. And if you like to hear me argue with my players about rules, then feel free to stop by to Shub, TEH Shub at Twitch TV.
Awesome. And that's going on Sundays, Saturday nights. There's 2 more weeks left of the 5e campaign I'm in with Bandana Rob on his channel. So check that out. Tricky's also involved in that. Monday is Pathfinder with Mellow Ace. I'm involved in that one as well. Wednesday is Mellow Ace's second group with Pathfinder. I know Yuki, Deadspot, and Tricky are all included in that one. So that's going to be awesome. Thursday's The Strange. Friday is, of course, Numenera with these fine ladies and gentlemen again. If you want to go ahead and go introduce yourselves again, let's start with Soul.
I am Celestia. I played Skylar. I have nothing else really going on besides this.
Skylar is what?
She's she's the
Character.
intelligent Jack who explores dark places, and there has not been enough of them this session.
There was supposed to be, maybe. No. And Yuki?
I am Yuki. I played Shiro, the Stealthy Jack, who wears a sheen of ice, and currently I'm going to be streaming Crisis, the entire series.
So go check him out. Tricky will toss in that caster, whatever. You have a really complicated name.
Yes, I do.
on Twitch. And Shub, if you want to go next.
Sure. I'm Shub, at Shub on Twitter, and Tushub, T-E-H Shub on Twitch TV. And I've been playing Tuck, who is a tongue-tied glaive who fuses flesh and steel.
And finally, the guy with the really finicky webcam tonight, Mr. Eve.
I'm Eve, of course, and I've been playing Nearest, who is the clever nano who wields power with precision, and we've just been having a ton of fun tonight.
Awesome. I'm glad to hear it. All right. Thank you guys for playing. Really enjoyed having y'all. Thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will be back tomorrow before Dungeons & Dragons, so look forward to that. Good game, guys.